Hi guys, this is part 5 of Atic Atac. In this part I noticed that we'd made a mistake, or I had made a mistake, mea culpa. And so I set about trying to fix that problem. So we're still in the tool, unfortunately. We haven't actually got to the game yet. We're still working with the data set. So yeah, let's get cracking after the fade. I thought we were all done, and then I noticed this bit here, and I think it was a bit overzealous about the format of this. So this says the screen this entry belongs to, but over here it says, and this is kind of cryptic, so I'm gonna have to figure this out. If an item is connected to another item on another screen, then the item it is connected to is either before or after this entry, depending on if it is an odd or even entry. E.g. 0 connects to 1, 3 connects to 2, etc. So I don't know how, so if it doesn't connect, then there's no corresponding, I mean, how does it know whether it connects or not? I'm not entirely following this. I mean, it's not like there's a flag here that says this gets you to room 4 or whatever. And I guess it makes sense as well because over here, I don't know if you can see that from over there, but over here we get the 3 doors. So if let's say I have, let's say I have this door here, then I really want to connect this door to this door. So these doors have to be connected out there, and maybe these 2 doors go someplace else, but they don't go to that room there. So it kind of makes sense what they're saying, but does that mean that all objects are created? Sorry, my microphone's just fallen down. If an item is connected to another item on another screen, then the item it is connected to is either before or after the entry, depending on if it is an odd or even entry. If an item is connected to another item, but how does it know whether it's connected? Oh, I guess, okay, I guess I do know, because it's either a door, so it's a door of one kind, or it's a bookcase, a barrel, or a clock. Okay, well I guess we have to figure that out, and then once we figure that out, we then need to determine which object it goes into, and then give each object an ID. Okay, so that's the next thing to do. All right, so doors are well, doors are awkward because we have these doors here, and then we have a trap door, and then we have these items here. Open cave door. Okay. Well, okay. I guess we need to figure out a good way to do this. This map was created by Pavaro in 2003, so that was a good few years ago. And he says that the secret passages are the clock, the bookcase, and the barrel of beer. Okay, so these are objects that we can go through. Now, I'm going to assume, that's a terrible idea. Yeah, no, that's a terrible idea. I'm not going to assume that. I was going to assume that if you've got a locked door or a door that's closed, then I wonder what's going on here, actually. There's 2 rooms there. That is weird. I was going to assume that we can't go through those doors, so I'm not going to assume that. I'm just going to assume if it's a door type, then we can go through it. So, okay. So we need to not sort these values. So I'm going to go to, where are we? So I need to have, where we got here, data type. So the background item is going to have a public int ID. So that's going to be get and set as well. And I'm going to give this an ID, and this is going to be ID equals ID. Okay. Which means that now my background item is not going to work. So I set this up as my startup project, and I don't want to sort it, and I don't want to create a map just yet. I do eventually want to sort it, I just don't want to sort it right now, because the background item, I'm going to have int index equals 0, and this is going to be index, the current index, then we add one to the index every time we go through each of the lines. So that's our, one item is 8 bytes, if you remember from the previous video. So one item is there. Then we want to determine, we then want to go through all those items and then determine, because they're just in a long list, and then determine which items are linked to which other items. Whew. Okay. So, that means I need to add another item, background screen item. So I need to have a public int linked item. So this is my linked ID. So my linked ID is how this ID is linked to this one. And then we'll need to do something special somehow. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, what we want to do is we want to have it so that we're going to go through, cycle through each of these, and then if it's a door, so we're going to say if, so for each, actually, while, how are we going to do this? I want to know whether it's the previous one or the next one. So int index equals 0 for, actually for int I equals 0, I less than items dot count, I plus plus. Okay. So if it's a door, then we want to see what item it gets linked to. Okay, so if is door item is I, so is it a door? And if it is a door, linked item. So we want to get the linked item. So each one of these is going to have an ID, and then that ID is then going to link into that, and we'll figure something out later on. We'll probably have to do a search later on and link those ones there, or pull them out, which, or do something. We'll maybe have to do some processing when we bring this this data object into there. So is it a door? If it is a door, we want to get the linked item. So is it a door is going to be determined by our background item. So our background item, we're going to base it on the values in here. So bring this down here. If I'm just going to call that item or bk dot graphic is greater than or equal to 1 and bk graphic is less than or equal to 16. So this, remember the clock you can go through, then it's a door. If it's a bookcase or a shut trapdoor or an open trapdoor, then you can also go through it. So if bk.graphic equals is greater than or equal to 23 and bookcase.graphic is less than or equal to 25. And yes, you can combine all these into one if statement, but it doesn't matter. Bookcase, barrel, so the 26. So we have 1 through 18, 1 through 16 is our clock. Then we have 26 through 23 through 26 gives us our bookcase through barrel, and then we also need these values here, which is that everything? Yeah, and then we need that one through that one. So is greater than or equal to 32 and background graphic is less than or equal to 36. Return true, return false. Okay, so that determines that we have the right one. So if I equals 0, or where is that list thing? What does it say again? It says if it's an odd or even entry, so for example 0 connects to 1, 3 connects to 2, so 0 connects to 1, so if it's odd, it connects after it. No, if it's even, it connects after it. If it's even, it connects after it. If it's odd, it connects before it. Okay. Gotcha. Or I%2 equals 0. So it's an even number. So if it's even, then it connects to the one after it. So int, so that would be items I dot linked ID is equal to the one after it, which is I plus 1. And then items I dot linked ID equals I minus 1. But only if it's a door. Okay. Back to Solution Explorer here. So now I need my background object needs to have a public int ID. The background object ID. Public int linked ID. The object, the background is connected. Okay, and then so that would then be ID equals item.id, linked ID equals item.linked ID. Okay, so we got that there, and now what do we got to do? We have back to here. Now we can just write it out. So we can put this back. We can also put back sort, because once we've linked the items in the list, depending on their mod, even, odd, state, I guess. So if it's even, we add 1 to the list, is that right? Yeah, 0 connects to 1, 3 connects to 2. Okay, so if it's odd, it's the previous one. All right, I think that's what they mean. That I'm gonna let you pause the video, have a look at that. That does not, just, it's very confusing. If an item is connected to another item, what? How does it know it's connected? I'm assuming that it's because it's a door. I think we can also check to see that they are unknown 0 if not a door, but I don't know if that's going to give me a 1 if it's a door or whatever. So that's what I'm saying is and he says in here I don't fully understand. So I'm going to assume that if it's a door, then it's one of these shapes here, or it's the clock, or it's the bookcase, the shut trapdoor, open trapdoor, all that kind of stuff. And I think those are the ones that link to it. I don't know. So we'll see. The trapdoor might be an interesting one because I'm not entirely sure that links to anything. But alright, so if we run this now, I just do that there and run it. So that gives us our new format there, and then if I run this one, this is our map shape colorizer. That should get us back to having this should get us back to having the complete map. So screen shape, ID, graphic, linked ID. Okay, there you go. There's the linked ID there, 56. So linked ID 83. All right, okay. And each one of these has an ID associated with it as well. So we'll have to do like a kind of link that says, okay, this item is now inside this room, and then and like do a search for it. But that's fairly, should be easy. But yeah, that was bugging me. That paragraph there was really bugging me. So now that we have that sorted out, I think we're good to go on with creating the actual game itself. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you liked, thumbs down if you didn't like. Leave a comment either way. Let me know if you want to see more of these, if you don't want to see any more of these. That'd be great. So until next time, thank you. Bye.